One thing, innocent blood cries from the grave. Y'all hear me talking to you?
Yes, sir.
So she can run, but she can't hide.
That's right.
I wonder why God allowed us to get this warrant 67 years later. I'm bringing a brother up right now who traveled here. A long distance. Minnesota, I believe. Brother Nazir, he's the national president. He's going to come and speak to us right now. And I'm glad he's here. Black power?
Black power.
Peace and blessings, my beloved brothers and sisters. Black power?
Black power.
Y'all need to say it like y'all hearing a live. Black power?
Black power.
That's right. That means black love, black economy. That means being self-sufficient, self-determination as a nation of people. That's what that actually means. And as you see, the life of black people never matter to America. Notice that we had to deal with an emergency code red threat that was put out today all over Greensboro. And I mean, as soon as you enter this line,
that's right,
it popped up.
That's right.
Bowling Green. It popped up right away.
That's right.
And then nobody knows who did it. They said they'll be aware and etc. They keep their eyes open. But nobody knows who did it. All of this just because we came to peacefully protest and to hold this woman accountable for playing a part in the brutal murder of our beloved brother Emmitt Till.
That's right.
This is one of the most gruesome, brutal murders in America. In America. But notice the history and know how it took place within that time. When our beloved brother Emmitt Till was murdered, the murderers who actually lynched him, shot him, and all these other things wasn't even convicted.
That's right.
It wasn't even convicted, and it was an all-white jury. It's an all-white jury. See, I'm showing y'all, this is what's wrong with America. We have an all-white jury persecuting black people.
That's right.
And then you got an all-white jury
That's right.
who's white supremacists sit up there and defend their own people and their own kind behind the lynchings and the murders that they are committing. And that's why I tell brothers and sisters all day, you got to look at this as a system, and we call it the beast system. And when we say the beast system, we're referring to white supremacy, because the judges, the courts, the police department, all of them are working together as one corporation organization to keep us at the bottom, to destroy our lives, to lock us away. But not only that, did they not get convicted? You know what else happened? They said, once they found the warrant, they said that they couldn't arrest her because they couldn't find her. They said because they couldn't find her at the moment of time, right? Well, guess what? We know where she is now.
Right.
So why haven't you done your job?
Right. Good question.
Why she isn't arrested? You know where she is now, but you still can't arrest her? And then they say, well, you know, she's old and we're not gonna file any charges against her. I know. That's like a mother to you. You always look out for your own kind. And then you wonder why we trip like this. You wonder why we come together and we gather together and we come together in unity and we speak out. Because we see what the system is really about.
That's right.
The oppression of black people.
Come on.
We see what it's about. Still have not arrested this woman, protecting this woman. Look at all these squad cars. Look at this. Look at all of these squad cars. Look at all of these police officers, all of these squad cars, private. They even got private security out here to protect this white supremacist. Because that's what she is. She's a white supremacist. And I'm going to say it what it is. Because it was a white supremacist who murdered Emmitt Till.
That's right. And admitted it.
It was a white supremacist who murdered Emmitt Till.
They admitted it too.
See, but y'all don't want the truth though.
They admitted it.
Y'all don't want the truth though, and that's why we believe that the Almighty will bring swift justice.
Yes, He will.
The Almighty will bring swift justice to all of you who love wickedness and all of you who love lawlessness. You can't hide from the divine power, the higher power, the creator. of the heavens and earth. You can't hide from him.
That's right.
Look, after we receive the death threats, right? We received the death threats today. After we received the death threats today, right?
With the black cap.
We got officers out here, and we got one behind this police car with an AR-15 looking at us. You see what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? We ain't shot nobody. We ain't murdered nobody.
That's right.
We ain't lynched nobody, shoot nobody, throw somebody in the water or whatever just because they whistled at one of our sisters. But you sit behind a car with an AR-15 looking at us. He don't like us. Instead of looking around, looking behind it, if they say that the threat, they don't know who the threat is, why is the attention directly at us? Why he ain't looking behind him? Why he ain't looking around to see where this is coming from? Because the threat can come behind him. But look how they looking. They look directly at us. So who really sent the damn text message out?
That's right.
Who really sent the alert out? Black power?
Black power.
Black power?
Black power.
And that's what it is. But now you see Emmitt, you see this woman, she run over here, they care about her age.
That's right.
They're protecting this woman. And then you even got people who look like us condemning us for speaking up about what's righteous.
That's right.
Because this is righteous.
That's right.
And even though that this is righteous, they got an issue with it and say, look, y'all need to chill out. Y'all need to chill out.
That's right.
Right? Because she's almost 90 years old.
That's right.
Okay. Did y'all chill out when they arrested Bill Cosby? Hold on, if y'all really want to talk, let's talk. You see the system, right? This is showing you.
That's right.
They don't care about black lives and black people. They don't care how old we are. They didn't care about Bill Cosby. When Bill Cosby, they arrested him, no matter how old he was, they arrested him, threw him behind bars like he was a damn animal, just to find out he was what? Innocent.
That's right.
Just like they found out he was innocent.
That's right.
But she is too old to go to jail?
Mississippi.
This is what's wrong with America.
That's right.
Black man and woman, you are targets, man. You are targets. Before we got here, they did an investigation. Let me tell y'all something. Before we got here, the police department here did an investigation and looked into at the names of every single brother and sister that was coming down here. This shows you how racist this damn country is and this town is. They did a thorough investigation on every brother and sister that was coming down here just to see, did they have warrants? Do they have warrants? We're gonna lock these ends up. We're gonna lock them up if they come to our town. They did an investigation on us. But they won't do that to nobody else. But they'll do that to the black man and black woman. This is crazy. The system is created and built to try to lock us up and keep us down. And as soon as a brother get here, they arrested him and put him in handcuffs. Because they looked them up. That was the motive. The motive behind them is trying to lock as many black men and black women up as possible. Slave patrols. Runaway slave patrols. That's what they are. Modern day runaway slave patrols. Runaway slave patrols. That's what the badge is. When the runaway slave ran away, who do you think was chasing them down? With the K9 dogs. Your modern day slave patrols.
That's right.
Yeah. Modern day slave patrols. And then you got black cops, black officers in the police force.
That's right.
How do you even feel comfortable? How do you even feel comfortable today standing with the police department protecting a woman who played a major part in the death of a young child? And you a black man and black woman in uniform.
Took off on vacation.
You a black man and black woman in uniform.
Took off on vacation.
Who probably also got a child, a black child as well.
Maybe.
How do you feel comfortable?
Maybe. Maybe.
This is ridiculous. But today we are pushing to hold Carolyn Bryant accountable
That's right.
for the part that she played in, guilty by association as well. For the part that she played in, and also the fact that they got an arrest warrant. They found it, they got an arrest warrant, and now they can't use the excuse that they don't know where she is. They know where she is now. So therefore, do your job, lock her behind her ass behind bars. That's where she belongs.
That's right.
Care how old she is. She did dirt. And even if they don't, she still got to answer to the Most High.
That's right.
And justice is going to fall either way. Black power?
Black power.
I want everybody to point right over here. That's where the apartment was. See, they got security, we got security too. Last night we came here, 10 o'clock. Everybody point this way. Make sure you get that visual, Miss Hurst. Of everybody pointing. K2 is the apartment. Everybody say K2. K2. That's why there's more cars on that side. Y'all understand? Now you know. One of my security guys came here last night. Listen, sister. When our security guys came here last night, they had 2 cars parked in front of our apartment. We took pictures. He gave me some pictures. He sent the pictures to me. One car was crunk up with the lights on and the heat on, but nobody was inside. This is how they go all out to protect. The other car, I hope I don't get him in trouble. He get rolled up today. He was sitting in the car with the seat leaned back with the heat on. I know that carbon monoxide was getting to him. And it looked like he was half asleep. My security team walked around the car twice.
Wow.
They never said a word.
Wow.
Maybe it was the no-dos. Maybe it was the jelly donuts. Maybe it was the warm milk. But whatever it was, he went to sleep, buddy. Now, we're in the backwoods of Kentucky, and Kentucky has a history. They have a long history. Now, in the next 15, 20 minutes, they don't stop here. Emmitt Till's family is on their way here. They're leaving the courthouse. So Emmitt Till's family, his family is here. Sister Priscilla Sterling is here, and they're going to be coming here in about a few minutes. I want to thank Attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz. It's always good to have an attorney in place. All right?
Oh yeah.
Because I'm in North Carolina, and he's the one that texted me and called me that morning and say, brother, Carolyn Donham's, they found her warrant. She's in Raleigh, North Carolina. So we went to Raleigh looking for this lady. We was on the hunt for her. I want to thank God for him, because he done put something in me. He done surged something. I'm already full-time in civil rights, but he done put another type of surge in me to fight. Now, we're in 17 states, and we cover Kentucky as well. So if you all have any warrants, if your cousin got a warrant, don't be like Carolyn Donaham and have an extra outstanding warrant. Make sure you contact us. I gave some of my people my card. Y'all got my number. A warrant can be stricken, but we want hers to be stricken. Everybody point over there. Everybody say K2. 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 She's right up there in the corner.
K2.
Y'all see those? See the heavy presence of cars over there?
Yes.
Understand security. I'm military too. And we connected to the nation. So we understand about security. She's over there to the right. And she may be in there. Hopefully she can hear us. No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
Let's talk about Emmitt Till. They spent $30 million on that movie. Whoopi Goldberg helped produce the movie. She's even in the movie. So shout out to Whoopi Goldberg.
Hey, our sister.
Whoopi Goldberg, I contacted you on Instagram, so call me back, Whoopi. Everybody say, call me back, Whoopi.
Call me back, Whoopi.
Call me back, Whoopi. We need your presence down here. We need Dr. Malik Zulu Shabazz on The View to talk about Emmitt Till.
That's right.
Because it didn't stop at Emmitt Till in 1955. There's a young man named Trayvon Martin that was shot center mass in his heart. I drove to Sanford, Florida. I went to the funeral of Michael Brown. I drove from North Carolina 26 hours. I got there, and the brothers at the Waffle House, the minister of music, because they had to play for the church the next day at the funeral. I'm at the Waffle House. I said, who are y'all guys? 5 or 6 guys in the heart of Ferguson. Now, I'm riding to Ferguson, and I'm seeing all the QTs in the gas station burn down to the ground. Y'all know QT got like 26 gas stations, right?
Yeah.
I seen the whole QT burned. All the gas pumps were burned. That was the first thing I seen when I got to Ferguson. I began to talk to people in Ferguson. Found out that they had so many warrants out for Afro-American males, and they wasn't looking for the warrants for people who were white. The police department was corrupt. Let me tell you about Darren Wilson. Check your history. Darren Wilson was kicked out from an apartment, an office not far from Ferguson. Kicked out, but yet Ferguson opened up their doors, open arm, and accepted his resume and allowed him to be a police officer there. And a couple months later, all of us was lifting up our hands saying, hands up, don't shoot.
That's right.
I didn't know when I touched the ground where Michael Brown died in the projects of Ferguson that he was shot 5 times, y'all. 5 times, and 1 in the eyeball. 1 in the eyeball. An 18-year-old black male. And y'all trying to figure out why we screaming Black Lives Matter? We're here today because we're not going to let Carolyn Donaham sleep. We're not going to let her sleep because the outstanding warrant, you just executed 1. But we want to make sure you execute the 1 in K2. If they need the address, it's 1040 Shive Lane, apartment K2.
That's right. That's right.
And we're coming back too. There's buses here. People represented here from Minnesota, as I told you earlier, Indiana, North Carolina, and D.C. We're going to the front of the building right now. Follow, everybody follow Brother Malik. Going to the front of the building. No justice?
No peace.
Come on to the front, my man.
What's her name?
Carolyn
I can't hear it. What's her name?
Bryant.
Louder. What's her name?
Carolyn Bryant.
What's her name?
Carolyn Bryant.
Oh, you can just leave it at Bryant for the day. That's the name of the one that kidnapped Emmitt Till. What's her name?
Carolyn Bryant.
What's her name?
Carolyn Bryant.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
How do we want her?
Carolyn
Right, shit. That's an interesting question.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
I don't see nothing funny.
Damn right.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
You gotta sound like you want
How
it.
do we want it now? I got you. My daughter got you. Yes, sir.
Let me hear y'all out here. Black power.
Black power.
Let me see that fist up. Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Come on, they all coming from the courthouse. They all coming up here now. All right, let's go. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Emmitt Till's family is on the way by way of Jackson, Mississippi. Everybody say Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Oh, there's some rough states in this country, boy. You got Mississippi, you got Tennessee, you got South Carolina, 27,000 inmates, 17,000 black. Louisiana, #1 with the most Afro-American men in jail, 71%. And now we got Kentucky. Everybody say KK Kentucky. Everybody say KK Kentucky. Everybody say KK Kentucky. Y'all do the math. Y'all do the math.
That's right.
We're in Bowling Green, Kentucky. We're here live. I see what Brother Malik is doing now. Big lots. I know you see us. Ruby Tuesdays, I know you see us. Freddy's ain't gonna sell no burgers today. Free our brother too. Free our brother.
Black power.
Make it uncomfortable for the police. Now they got a scramble running around the other side of Carolyn Bryant's house. We're running out of breath. The jelly donuts is getting to us. That coffee, I should have dropped that coffee, that milk this morning with that extra cream. It's that caramel macchiato. Come on. Black power.
Black power.
No justice.
No peace.
Bowling Green has never seen this, y'all. Bowling Green has never seen the likes of this. Thank you for coming out, Minnesota, Ohio, North Carolina, South Carolina, Atlanta, Georgia. Free our brother. Washington, D.C. Where D.C. at? Where Kentucky at? I see y'all. I see Kentucky. No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
Who do we want? And how do you want her? Who do we want? God damn it, how do you want her? Who do you want? And how do you want her? Who do we want? And how do we want her? Who do we want? How do we want her? Who do we want? How do we want her? Who do we want? How do we want her? Who do we want? And how do we want her? Who do we want? How do we want her? Who do we want? How do we want her? Black power? Black power? No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace. Police.
When I say who are we here for, we want to answer. Emmitt Till. Who are we here for? 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 justice!
No peace!
No justice!
No peace!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
How do we want her?
Locked up!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
How do we want her?
Locked up!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
How do we want her?
Locked up!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
How do we want
Good
her?
idea. Good
How
idea.
do we want her?
Locked up!
We can go
How
ahead
do
and
we
this
want
time.
her?
Locked up!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
How do we want her?
Locked up!
How do we want her?
Locked up!
How do we want her? How do we want her?
Locked up!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who we gonna get?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we need?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who we gonna have?
Carolyn Bryant!
How we gonna have her?
Locked up!
How we gonna have her?
Locked up!
How we gonna have her?
Locked up!
Who deserves to be locked up? Carolyn Bryant! No justice!
peace! No justice!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Why do we want her? Who do we get justice for? Emmitt Till! Say his name!
Emmitt Till!
Say his name!
Emmitt Till!
Say his name!
Emmitt Till!
Say his name!
Emmitt Till!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Why do we want her?
Locked up!
Say his name!
Emmitt Till!
Say his name!
Emmitt Till!
Say his name!
Emmitt Till!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
What's our appointment number?
K2!
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 What's the appointment number?
K2!
What does the K stand for?
Win!
What does the K stand for?
Win!
Exercising the First Amendment.
That's right!
First Amendment.
That's right!
Right to assemble, as long as you're not causing a riot. First Amendment. Everybody say First Amendment.
First Amendment!
First Amendment. We just doing a walk. We just doing a walk through the neighborhood. Just doing a walk through the neighborhood. We got the right to walk. No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
Let's go. No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
You're all around. Securing an 87-year-old lady. Emmitt Till couldn't get no security. No security. Right here at the entrance. To the right. Everybody say K2. When I say you can run, I want y'all to say, but you can't hide. You can run.
You can't hide.
You can run.
But you can't hide.
You can run.
But you can't hide.
You can run.
You can't hide.
You can run.
But you can't hide.
Got black people out here. We got white people out here. Everybody want to lock up. No justice.
No peace!
Come on up here, sister, with that no justice, no peace sign. Come on up here. I want USA to get that picture there. That not just black folks want her locked up, white folks want her locked up too. Somebody say no justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
Lock her up and we'll leave. I'm going to say lock her up and say we'll leave. Lock her up.
Police!
Lock her up.
Police!
Lock her up. Take her to church. Lock her up. Say what? Lock her up. Lock her up. Take her to church. Now lock her up. Say what? Lock her up. Soul clap. Lock her up. Come on, take her to church. Lock her up. Come on now. No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
Say it to me. No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
When I say fight the power, I want y'all to say the same thing. Fight the power.
Fight the
I
power!
say fight the power.
Fight the power!
Fight the power.
Fight the power!
Elvis, he was a hero to some, but he never meant shit to me. See, he's straight up racist. The sucker was simple and plain.
That's right.
Motherfuck him and John Wayne. Tell her to say fight the power.
Fight the power!
All right, young people under 25, y'all Google that. Public Enemy.
It's a new day today in the protest, as we can see. Everybody is getting sick and tired of racism and white supremacy. You got to die out. You got to die out. Your own kind don't even like you. They can see they can see wrong over right, held up by racism, white supremacy. You got your own kind that's not looking at color, but they're looking at the principle of the circumstances of what happened. They read, they studied, they understand what happened to Emmitt Till.
just like you understand, and I understand. And if it was my family, I would hope you was out here too.
That's right.
But do you recognize that Emmitt Till Mobley? She's looking at us right now.
That's right.
She always wondered who would continue to fight for her son.
That's right.
Well, it's all of you. It's got nothing to do with your
Go
color.
ahead, DC. Go ahead, DC.
God is not interested in our color.
Fake DC.
Huh? Dr. King taught us that it's not the color of your skin, but it's the content of your character.
That's right.
Carolyn Bryant, your character. You a murderer.
That's right.
You're running on a wheelchair.
That's right.
You're running with that, what they call it, the walker. You're running. And you're probably in the house right now because God got you where you can't run.
That's right.
Huh?
That's right.
God don't like ugly.
That's right. He
And
does.
you see the few people out here today, it's going to continue to get bigger,
Yes, it is.
get better.
Better rock
And
up.
we appreciate every life
Yes, we
that's
do.
out
Yes,
here
we do.
today.
That's right.
Every citizen
That's right,
that's out
Dan.
here
That's right, Dan. Go
today.
ahead. So-
Every person that's
That's
out
right.
here
Yes,
today.
That's right.
Huh? Because God likes right over wrong.
Yeah.
And what was happening to the Till family, happening to Emmitt Till was wrong.
Yeah.
All of it was wrong.
Yeah.
You don't have the right to murder. You hear the people blowing their horns because it's a new day.
That's right.
People are joining the ranks and protesting. They're protesting, and they can see some of their parents. Some of the Caucasians can see their parents.
That's right.
Wait a minute, mommy. Wait a minute, daddy.
That's right. That's
They're
right.
trying to retrain their parents. Some of the parents were raised to be racist.
Yeah.
But these young people today,
That's right.
they say, wait a minute, that don't make no sense.
That's right.
Because racism doesn't make sense.
That's right. That's
Nobody is out here better than nobody
That's right.
because how you came out the
That's
womb
right.
of your mother.
Yeah.
We didn't have a call to come out the womb of mother. You
Yeah.
came out as God assigned you.
Yeah. That's
Love yourself.
Yeah.
Whether you black, white, light-skinned, dark-skinned, whatever nationality you are.
Yeah.
Be black and be proud.
Yes.
Be white and be right.
Yeah.
Be white and be right. And be right. Be a righteous person.
That's right.
Because God ain't playing.
That's right.
This life is short. And before you know it, every tongue will confess. And every knee will bow.
That's right.
So we appreciate everybody out here.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah.
say thank you to the warrior lawyer,
Yeah.
the man with the plan. I'm talking about our brother attorney, brother doctor attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz. Give him a hand. Do you know? I want to say thank you to the new Black Panther Party for self-defense.
Yes.
Everybody always leave off that part for self-defense.
That's right.
I felt good when I saw them today because we got that so-called death threat.
Yeah.
But when I seen them soldiers, my heart got rekindled and I praise Almighty Allah
That's
God.
right. That's right.
I want to say thank you
Yeah.
to our
That's
sister,
Yeah.
the peace ambassador,
That's right.
the sister that's always on the front line. She was one of the few women that spoke at the historic Million Man March in 1995,
Yeah.
given by the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. She was one of the few women to speak, and she's with us today. Give her a hand. Sister Dr. Ife Williams.
Hey.
We've been at this a long time. And thug, where my thugs at, huh? True healing under God.
That's right.
And that's
right.
that brother, soldier, John C. Barnett. Yes, indeed. Stay encouraged, everybody. Stay encouraged. Show Miss Mamie and the ancestors that we're on the job. And we're not going to stop. We're going to be committed to help get justice. For who?
Emmitt Till.
For who?
Emmitt Till.
One more time.
Emmitt Till.
Make no mistake about it.
That's
Black
right.
power.
That's right.
Blood power.
I'm gonna give my 5 minutes to a brother that got us on fire, the brother Nazir. Come on up here, brother. Give us some more words. Give us some more. And y'all look at that suit. I'm gonna get that pattern color. I'm gonna bring our brother up straight from Minnesota. So there's two good things that came out of Minnesota.
That's right.
And that's it. Prince and this brother right here. So Minnesota, talk to us. They came from Atlanta today. They came from Georgia, South Carolina. They came from Minnesota, Indiana. And it's only going to get bigger. Because we got buses booked. So the next time we come down here, we're going to come again.
That's right.
So if they lock up, Mississippi is here. Emmitt Till's family is here. They travel from Jackson, Mississippi.
Yeah.
They say they couldn't wait to get here. I can't wait. Where's Priscilla at? She's here. They're on their way. Brother Malik Zulish Bars, I think he traveled almost the furthest, all the way from Maryland.
That's right. That's right.
An attorney who had to put his books down today. I know he got emotional discovery to look over. I know he got caseloads. When the last time you seen a lawyer out here? The only time you see a lawyer out here is when you see Benjamin Crump beside somebody that's got shot by the police. Well, today anybody got shot, we want somebody locked up. Somebody say locked up. You won't let me out. Somebody say locked up. You won't let me out. I want her locked up. I want her locked up. She got to get locked up today. Today. What's the apartment number? Say K2.
K2.
And where are you at? Somebody say KK Kentucky.
KK Kentucky.
Say what's that KK Kentucky?
KK
Brother Nazir, talk to us from Minnesota. I ain't never met a brother. I ain't never met a black man from Minnesota. This is my first time. I'm glad to shake your hand, brother. Talk to us, black man. You know, black people is in the four corners of the earth, baby.
Write me down.
Black power?
Write me down.
Black power.
Black power.
Boy, we gonna make sure we put pressure on Carolyn Bryant from the cradle until she in her grave.
That's right.
I'm gonna say it again. We gonna keep putting pressure on Carolyn Bryant from the cradle until she's in her grave. And I said pressure.
That's right.
We gotta keep the pressure. This is not it. The fight's gonna continue to keep going.
That's right.
We don't give a damn about your threats.
That's right.
We only fear the Most High.
Right.
We only fear the Almighty.
That's right.
We only fear the Creator.
That's right.
We only fear Allah.
That's right.
Or whatever you may call him.
That's right.
That's all we fear. We don't care about your threats.
Yeah.
Think you gonna scare us and run us up out of here?
That's right. Not today. No.
They can't lock us out.
Think you gonna scare us and run us out of here with your threats? Your death threats.
I ain't gonna
Looking
do
for
it.
warrants.
The way the system is already set up, we already dead
Yeah.
in this damn system.
That's right.
Wicked Carolyn Bryant. You're hiding behind your white supremacists.
Right.
Yeah, hiding behind your white supremacists. Then we had a bed wench, a Sambo, house Negro, sitting over there with an AR-15 standing next to the oppressors. Black power? Black power?
Black power.
Then they rather run around and say, oh, it's a hate speech.
You should have took off today.
Oh, it's anti-Semitism.
We ain't
Right?
Kanye. We ain't Kanye.
Right? That's what they speak on. How can we be anti-Semitic when we are the chosen people? And we out here standing in solidarity with the Emmitt Till family.
Yeah.
And we would like to say our deepest condolences to the Till family.
That's right.
Straight up. This is where it's at. Kentucky. What do you say? Say KKKK Kentucky. We're going to say it 3 times. KKK Kentucky. Yeah.
That's right.
We here in Kentucky, man. Making sure we put pressure on you wicked, racist, white supremacists.
Every car that come out, make sure she.
That's
has
what you
back
do.
from.
That's what you do. I don't care if she on a breathing machine or not.
Right.
Justice is still gonna be served.
They locked Bill Cosby up.
I don't care if she on a breathing machine or not. She's gonna be held accountable.
Right.
There is no age for justice.
That's right.
Justice is gonna continue to keep going and continue to keep fighting and continue to keep pouring.
Yeah.
And we're gonna continue to put the word out here. Cause that's where we at. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
We waiting on Emmitt Till's family now. They're coming now from the courthouse. Black power?
Black power.
They're coming from the courthouse. I got a lot to say, but I'm gonna hold my tongue.
Take your time.
I ain't gonna even get started right now, but in a few minutes I will, and I got something to say to everybody. I got something to say to you over there in that blue shirt with
That's
them
right.
cans.
That's right.
And it ain't gonna be about you losing weight.
That's right. Goddamn pork chop eating.
Y'all laughing now. When this crowd swoop in there, we're gonna see what kind of defenses you got. We're gonna see what kind of defenses you got. Go ahead.
That's it.
The other one.
Sister Ned.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Black lives. Black lives. Black lives. Who do we want? Who do we want? When do we want them? When do we want them? Who do we want? No justice. No justice. No justice. No justice.
Come on back.
This the most y'all worked all week.
Come on back.
This is the most that y'all have worked all week, officers.
No justice, no peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
This old ass needs to retire. He retired yet?
Here he comes. That's why he's
Lost all his breath. Get out of the road.
We're pushing for a real civilization.
Can't run a half a block.
With racism and white supremacy, you have no civilization. You either have justice or you have racism and white supremacy, and they can't occupy at the same time with the same space. You either gonna have justice or we gonna have racism, white supremacy.
That's right.
Right now we are living in a system that is controlled, owned, operated worldwide by racism, white supremacy. It's everywhere, every country, every city, every state. And our late great teacher, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, her teachings will carry on. And her predecessor, Neely Fuller Jr., who is still living, teaching us about racism, white supremacy. Those teachings helped me. I used to hate every white person I saw. Because I read my black history. How could I not be angry? How could I not be hurt? How could I not want to destroy that which destroyed my family, my community, and that was out to destroy me? Until I found that sister, the late great Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. And she taught us, as brother said, they teach from the grave as well, that racism, white supremacy is the enemy. It doesn't have nothing to do with your color unless you black and you supported Herschel Walker.
That's right.
Now you could be black and you supported, what's the dude on the Supreme Court, whatever his name is, Clarence. Cousin Clarence. You got, and really, Dr. Welsing would tell us, don't really laugh at him, don't really talk about him, because it shows how the dynamics of how powerful this system is can mess you up.
That's right.
We got the light-skinned blacks, even today, feeling a degree, some of them, feeling a degree of superiority because they look closer to be white than the beautiful black satire, black-skinned person.
That's right. That's right.
That's racism, white supremacy.
That's right.
It's in our heads. It's in our DNA. You think the white man's ice is colder than the black man's ice, don't you? You boycott your own businesses because the black man got to raise it 2 cents, and then all of a sudden you want to go to Mr. Charlie.
That's right.
I'm going to turn it over.
All right, now it's time to go to the back door of Carolyn Bryant. Let's go back where we were. We're going to be here all day long. Y'all having fun yet? Let's all march down the street. Bowling Green ain't never seen the likes of this.
That's right.
All roads lead that way.
Everybody get your phones out. Get your phones out.
Big Lots parking lot.
That's right.
Big Lots parking lot. No justice?
No, I got it. Thank you.
When I say lock her up, I want y'all to say don't let her out. Lock her up.
Don't let her out.
Lock her up.
Don't let her out.
Oh, lock her up.
Don't let her out.
Lock her up.
Don't let her out.
Lock her up. Back this time. Then we're going to come back to the front. And we're going to do this for about 6 or 7 hours. Y'all tired yet? Oh, yeah. Lock her up.
Lock up.
Lock her up.
Lock up.
Go to the other side. Shout out to the Black Panthers that's here today. Some of the sisters right here feel like Obama. I put on my Facebook post, I'm feeling like Obama right now. You know Obama had that security, right? Y'all know he still got security, right? You know, President got security till they die. Y'all didn't know that, did you? That's right. Somebody's outside of Obama's house right now. But right there, he's being protected. Y'all feel protected? Y'all give the Black Panthers a hand. I love that brother. I said I love that brother. eating that pork 20 years ago, the Million Man March. Y'all get these black members a hand. Thank you for the security. We don't need governors. Brother eating them jelly donuts. Eating that warm milk at night. Who do we want? No justice? No justice? Bowling Green ain't never seen this. They ain't never seen it. Walking down the street. You're messing up their Starbucks coffee. You're messing up their Carolyn Macchiato. No justice? Lock up! Lock up! Go across the street. In the back block of the street, we coming across the street. Going to the left. Going to the left. Going to the left. Thank you, USA Today, coming out here today. Thank you for covering this story. Justice for Emmitt Till. 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 Justice for Emmitt. Justice. 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 Justice for Emmitt Till.
If we don't get no justice, then y'all don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, then y'all don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, then y'all don't get no peace. If we don't get no justice, then y'all don't get no peace. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Everybody get your cell phones out, go live. We need to have justice for Emmitt Till. Tell everybody where we're at. Go live. This is the time we need y'all to go live. Tell your family and your friends. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Who do we want? Who do we want? Carolyn Bryant. Who do we want? Carolyn Bryant. Who do we want? Carolyn Bryant. Where do we want her? Where do we want her? We want her locked up. Locked up. Locked up. Locked up. Black Lives Matter.
When we get to the intersection, we're not going to eat at Ruby Tuesday, we're going to convene now. So when we get up at the intersection, we're going to make a right. We want Bowling Green to see us today, all right? All right, everybody say Ruby Tuesday. Everybody say Ruby Tuesday. I didn't say Ruby relaxing either, I said Ruby Tuesday. Get to the intersection, make a right. What we're doing right now, we're throwing off the strategies that they have, the police. They mounted up. They thought they was going to be sitting there comfortable on Instagram and Facebook. But we done twisted the game. Bubba done ran to one side of the corner. Now he got to run around to the other goddamn side. We ain't playing around. I said we in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Everybody say KK Kentucky. I said KK Kentucky. The world was watching y'all. Everybody say Ruby Tuesday.
Ruby Tuesday.
No justice.
No peace.
Oh, you walking across the street now, let them hear you. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
When I say Carolyn Bryant, you say lock her up. Carolyn Bryant?
Lock her up!
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 I can't hear you. Carolyn Bryant?
Lock her up!
Carolyn Bryant? To the right, cut to the right. No justice?
Hey!
We give them we coming back.
Hey, Barnett!
Who wants to come back to Bowling Green?
Barnett!
Till we get some justice. Okay. Brother Malik said we're going to walk around the parking lot. Some of y'all ain't walked all month, so come on and walk with me. I know that sausage biscuits got your weighing down. Bojangles, go rounds. That's why I don't eat pork. I don't eat pork, I don't eat chicken, I don't eat red meat. Y'all Google Dr. Sebi, S-E-B-I. Dr. Sebi. He educated Michael Jackson on how to go to sleep. That's right. Y'all know Nipsey Hussle, my hip-hop community. I know Nipsey Hussle was killed before he was going to produce his documentary, Dr. Sebi. See, if you're healthy, you won't be like Big Bubba, eating them sausage biscuits. just eat a biscuit and some jelly. And call it a day. We're going around Kroger. We're not buying no Starbucks. We ain't buying no groceries. No justice.
No peace.
Carolyn Bryant. Carolyn Bryant. Carolyn Bryant. Oh, Bubba don't know where to go now. They're scrambling right now. They done took up the cars. And somebody said they're going north. And some of them said they're going east. And some of them said they're going west. And somebody said there's a white girl marching with them too. Shout out to the white girls that's marching with these black people today. When have you ever seen the white girls marching with the Black Panthers? Boy, it's a new America.
No, he's not here. I got the man.
Somebody say Emmitt Till. Emmitt
And protesters.
No justice.
No peace.
They're coming out of Kroger. They're grabbing the grocery bags. They're grabbing the carts. Got to get the hell out of here. They're out there screaming. Somebody in the Kroger cashier line said, who in the hell is Carolyn Bryant? Call her up and tell her to turn herself in. No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
We're going to start at the floor building. Y'all see the blue words? And we're going to go straight down. I want Hobby Lobby to see us. All right? I want Starbucks to see us. I want Kroger to see us. And I want them Chinese fixing on them people's feet in there to see us. No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace.
No justice?
No peace. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
We want justice for who?
Emmitt Till.
Justice for who?
Emmitt Till.
Justice for who?
Emmitt Till.
Who do we want?
Bryant.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Black lives. Black lives. Black lives. Black lives. No justice. No justice. Who do we want? Who do we want? Who do we want? Who do we want? We want justice for who?
Emmitt Till!
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 What apartment is he in?
K2!
Apartment what?
K2!
Apartment what?
K2!
Who do we want? No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Justice for who?
Emmitt Till.
Justice for who?
Emmitt Till.
Justice for who?
Emmitt Till.
No justice! No peace! No justice!
No peace.
No justice!
No peace.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
When do we wanna?
Now!
When do we wanna?
No.
When do we wanna?
Now!
No justice, no peace. No justice,
No peace!
no justice,
No peace!
Justice for who?
Carolyn Bryant.
Justice for who?
Emmitt Till!
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 Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
When do we wanna? When do we wanna? We wanna lock up. Justice for Emmitt Till. Justice for Emmitt Till. Carolyn Bryant in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Lied on Emmitt Till. We want justice. She lives in Ashton Park Apartments, apartment K2. Right across the street. You love your family, we love ours. Justice for Emmitt Till. No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
Black lives.
Murder!
Black lives.
Murder!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant!
Who do we want?
Carolyn
No
Bryant!
justice.
No peace!
No justice.
No peace!
Watch out, Google. Google what happened to Emmitt Till. Carolyn Bryant don't lie on Emmitt Till. No justice at all. They say she's too old to go to jail. They got doctors in the jail cell. They got doctors. She can still take her medicine.
That's right.
We want to thank everyone. everyone for supporting the peace. That's right. We want justice for Emmitt Till. That's why we're coming together. Peace. 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 Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. We don't wait till everybody gets together. We want justice for Emmitt Till. We want justice for all of our black people. No justice and no peace. I want all of y'all to go live on your Facebook. I want all of y'all to let everyone know where we're at. We come in peace. Again, we want to thank everyone for coming. I try to put it on Facebook as much as I can. For the ones who brought signs, we really appreciate you guys. We just want peace. That's it, peace. Again, we want to thank the Black Panthers for our protection. We want to thank the Black Panthers. Y'all sharp, honey. Y'all sharp. I got to tell y'all sharp. Y'all sharp. For no reason. He was a child and he was lied on. We want justice for Emmitt Till. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Who do we want? Carolyn Bryant. Who do we want? Carolyn Bryant. When do we want her? Now. When do we want her? Now. We want her where? Locked up. Where? Locked up. Where? Locked up. Where? Locked up. Justice for Emmitt Till. Emmitt Till. Emmitt Till. Black Lives Matter, y'all. There's another person that had a problem in Mississippi and her name was Fannie Lou Hamer. You heard of her? What did she say? She's sick and tired of what?
Being sick and tired.
We are sick and tired of being
Sick and tired.
justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
How do we want it?
Locked up.
Who did she kill?
Emmitt Till.
We want justice.
That's right.
I want to thank everybody. Thank the news crews, indeed. Couldn't do it without you. Thank the good-hearted people that love God and love His justice. That are front row seat right now in heaven. And she's sending that message of thank you, God. She's thanking God for all of us, whatever role you play in today. Because today is here and it won't come back. Strong black women. Strong black people. Strong human beings.
That's right.
Don't matter what your color is. You are respected. And we are grateful and thankful that you are here. But we got work to do. We got to get more people here. Because once you get the pressure on the legislators who get voted in, everybody here should be a registered voter. Because they got legislators that won't serve the rules. Some of them people get up in there and I don't know where they coming from.
That's right.
God, there's always hope. H-O-P-E. There's always hope.
That's right.
We want to thank brother, warrior, lawyer, doctor, attorney, Malik. We got to thank brother John C. Barnett.
That's right.
He is the national. Thank you. He has the National Civil Rights Organization coming out here non-violent. We don't have to be violent, but we've got to be organized.
Right.
We've got to understand truth over lies. We've got to understand truth and facts. And we got the facts. Carolyn Bryant has a warrant for her arrest. Why isn't she arrested? Got to come out here on a beautiful Saturday to get the legislations to do the job we voted them to do. They're not doing the job we voted them to do. They sitting around getting paid, but they're not working. We are doing their job right now, but we are not getting paid. Well, actually, you are getting paid.
Yes, we are.
Because they say when one changes, then 1,000 rejoice in heaven. Yeah, you ought to know how important you are today. In fact, every day. We got to turn this world around. We got to stop the suicide. We can stop the domestic violence. We can stop the black-on-black crime. We can stop those in the White House and those trying to get in the White House. You know the dude trying to get back.
Be careful right here.
Watch your step. Watch your step. Watch your step. Be careful of your step. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Don't even expect no peace when you had Carolyn Bryant living in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
That's right.
With her feet up on the table somewhere. A stone cold murderer.
That's right.
A stone cold conspirator.
That's right.
A stone cold kidnapper. She was involved with that murder.
That's right.
And we want to know the facts. If you're not a murderer, if you're not a killer, if you're not a kidnapper, take your raggedy behind the court.
That's right.
And get on the witness stand.
That's right.
And let us hear you under oath
That's right.
of what your involvement was with that hideous, reprehensible, horrible, gruesome.
Right.
They did worse than Satan would do himself to that little boy. Yes, they did. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
You know, if we would have went into Kroger and we would have stole a piece of candy, we would have been where? We would have been where? So how come we cannot get Carolyn Bryant in jail?
That's right.
She lied and lied and lied. We want justice for who? Justice for who? Justice for who? No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
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 That's right. That's right. Y'all be careful walking down this hill, y'all. We gotta protect each other. We gotta have each other's back. No justice. I know we ain't tired. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Black lives.
Order.
Black lives. Black lives. No justice.
No peace.
Who do we want? Who do we want? What's our apartment number? Apartment number? Apartment number? Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
When do we want her?
Now.
When do we want her?
Now.
When do we want her?
Now.
We want her what? Locked up. Locked up. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
Where do we want her?
Locked up.
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 Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
That's right. That's right. You lied. You lied. You lied. No justice and no peace. You can die in the jail cell. We just want justice.
We're going back to our apartment again. Bubba, we're coming this side. Grab the Krispy Kreme donuts, the Dunkin' Donuts. Going back to the back side of our apartment. Everybody say K2.
K2.
Everybody say KK Kentucky.
KK
Everybody say KK Kentucky.
KK Kentucky.
Ah, KK Kentucky.
KK Kentucky.
A lot of hip hop people. I know y'all out there. I know y'all hip hop. I see you. Rest in peace to take off. All right, we're back. We got Emmitt Till's family here live from Jackson, Mississippi. Y'all give Sister Priscilla Stolen a hand. My big brother. You got an attorney walking with you today, a big, bold attorney. He got a state bar license. Attorney Malik Zulu Shabazz, give him a hand. We got security too. Feeling like Obama in 08. We got security too. Give a hand to the Black Panther.
That's right. That's
Give a
right.
hand to him.
That's right.
We're gonna speak right up here. Y'all, this history in the Make It Bowling Green. Emmitt Till's family here. Show us some love. Here you go, Brother Malik.
Oh, he has his rap on. There he is. There he is from downtown.
It's a serious day.
Yes, sir, it is.
Bring it on up here so they can hear it louder. Bring it up here to the top. I have with me today one of the close cousins of Brother Emmitt Till, Sister Priscilla Sterling. Let's give her a round of applause. All the way from Mississippi. We got to get serious right about now.
Yes, sir.
I am Malik Shabazz. I am one of the attorneys fighting for justice for Emmitt Till. And I have been in this struggle all of my life. Now they say coming here, when we read driving in here, they said that there were threats out here, that somebody was going to come out here and they were going to kill us if we came out here today. But I'm here to tell you that there is but one God.
Amen.
And besides God, there is no other. And we fear nothing but God and God alone. We will not be backing down.
Preach it. Preach it.
Whoever's making the threats, whatever clan that has been calling our phone, we want to let you know we are not running from the fight. We are running to the fight. And we're right here at the doorstep of Carolyn Bryant, who lives right behind us. 1040 Shive Lane, unit number K2. Unit number K2, 1040 Shive Lane, right here within arm's reach. Black power, black power. Why would you all come to the doorstep of Carolyn Bryant? Why would we have to come to the doorstep of Carolyn Bryant? The murder of Emmitt Till, August 1955, is one of the worst racial crimes and murders in United States history. And yet no one has served a day in jail. No one has been held accountable. No one has been locked up. And that's why we have to drive highways and lanes and come here from all across the country in the pursuit of justice. Because if we don't go after justice and we don't stand here against Carolyn Bryant, the state of Kentucky is willing to allow this. They have sent all of their police officers to protect this wicked woman. Look at every one of them. I'm talking about you by that tree, you by that car, you gentlemen right here. You are protecting a liar, protecting a kidnapper, and you ought to be a goddamn shame of yourself. You should be ashamed of yourself for even putting a uniform on to come out here and protect this wicked woman. You shouldn't even have her in the state. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. Shame on Kentucky. Let me hear you say it. Shame on Kentucky.
Shame on Kentucky.
Let me hear you say it.
Shame on Kentucky.
Louder.
Shame on Kentucky.
Louder.
Shame on Kentucky.
They are protecting her. They are giving her round-the-clock security. And you're going to have to. And you're going to have to. You're willing to spend all of this overtime money to protect this wicked woman?
A devil.
This is only the start. This is only the start. This is only the opening act.
That's right.
From now on, the demonstration is anytime, 24/7, day or night when you want to come up in here. Black power, day or night, anytime, anywhere. Unit number 1040, number K2. You got that? Now they say that she has fled the scene.
That's right. That's right. Talk about that.
That she has had a moving van out here. And that she has now run and escaped from us again.
Where did she go?
That's right. That's right.
Give me a minute, y'all. Y'all bear in here for a minute.
Yes, sir.
We started off in Raleigh
That's right.
with the Honorable John Barnett.
Yes, sir.
We started off, she was in Raleigh. Then she went and hid and ducked and ran out of Raleigh, running from justice.
Right.
Running from justice. Then she tries to hide here in Kentucky. I guess Kentucky for her is a good place to hide. They say racism is all over Kentucky. I don't know.
What you said?
Is racism all over Kentucky? Raise your hands high.
Hey.
Raise your hands high.
That's right.
On the charges of racism against the state of Kentucky, how do you find the state? How do you find the state? On the charges of harboring and hiding and concealing Carolyn Bryant, how do you find the state of Kentucky? How do you find the city of Bowling Green? How do you find them? Now look, they say she has packed her bags and she's had a moving van out here all week and that she has somehow escaped out of here. Well, we'll be triple double checking that.
Right.
But let me let her know. The Bible says, as thou hast done, so shall it be done unto you.
That's right.
In August of 1955, a 14-year-old black boy was falsely accused of whistling at Carolyn Bryant, and Carolyn Bryant lit a torch to that false accusation. Carolyn Bryant is the wicked one that went hollering and snotting and crying to her old wicked white supremacist Klan husband, Roy Bryant, and his old white supremacist friend, J.W. Millum. Hold on, you gotta understand who you're dealing with. You're not just dealing with some old white lady.
Listen.
You are dealing with one of the top white supremacists anywhere on the face of the planet Earth. A white supremacist Ku Klux Klan icon. Carolyn Bryant lives here. The Klan lives here. This is an anti-white supremacy rally, and it's directed at Carolyn Bryant, one of the top white supremacist icons anywhere in the United States of America.
That's right. She's iconic.
And you officers are white supremacists. You are protecting her because you're one of her. You're one of, this is your sister. This is who you are out here protecting.
All white police force.
Look at you. Guns to the teeth to protect Carolyn Bryant. Carolyn Bryant should not have 1 ounce of peace anywhere in the state of Kentucky.
That's right.
She should not have 1 square inch of peace anywhere in the United States of America. If she harbors down in Raleigh, she's gonna get ran like she got ran out of Raleigh. If she tries to hide and duck up here in Kentucky, we will run her out of Kentucky. If she has gone down in the Mississippi, then she's fallen into the trap because my folks is all in Mississippi and she cannot escape. God won't let her escape. As thou hast done, so shall it be done unto you, the Bible teaches. Jesus say in the scripture that a man, in this case a woman, soweth, that shall she also reap. Carolyn Bryant has sowed the seeds of death, and now she's gonna have to reap it. Carolyn Bryant was the one that went to Uncle Moses' house in Mississippi. It was Carolyn Bryant that went to the door and pointed Emmitt out and told these Klan to come and get and to drag Emmitt Till. It was Carolyn Bryant who the family tells me that went all the way down to the Tallahatchie River. To the Tallahatchie River where they put a cotton gin fan, a 75-pound cotton gin fan around the neck of Emmitt Till and threw him in the Tallahatchie River. This is the origin of what you call the civil rights struggle and the civil rights movement. Where you at, Jabu? This is the origin of what we call the civil rights struggle or the civil rights movement. But this here today is more than just civil rights. America says she's civil, but she damn sure ain't right. We have men out here that are armed, because it's a new day.
It's a new day.
Arm yourself
Yeah.
or harm yourself.
That's right. It's a new day.
As a man or woman soweth, that shall she also reap. He who kills by the sword, Carolyn Bryant,
Right?
the Bible says, shall die by the sword. Mayat means balance and order and reciprocity.
Yes, sir.
Where there is justice, there can be no peace. Where there has been no justice, there will be no peace in the life of Carolyn Bryant. We have God's word on that.
Come on now.
Because that's who sent us here. We come here not on our own powers. So if in fact she has packed up and ran, and she's out there running on the highway now with that U-Haul she was packing up
Right.
over the last few days.
Right.
We don't feel sorry for her.
Not at all.
We don't feel sorry for her.
Not at all.
You say she's 88 years old. Let me do this. I want to introduce to you first,
That's right.
before I come back with some more.
Yes, sir.
Black Power, give yourself a hand, man. Everybody a hand.
Yes, sir.
We're putting the spotlight on the identification and the location of the false accuser of Emmitt Till, and we will not let up.
That's right. That's right.
And we will not let up.
Whoa.
And you're going to have to be out here every day, every night.
Working.
Because the word has gone out all over America every day, every night. It's on. This ain't no one-day protest.
No, sir. No, sir.
Let me let you hear from Emmitt Till's cousin right now. Let me let you hear from a brave and courageous woman who suffered much indignity behind this atrocity. Bring on Miss Priscilla, the cousin of Emmitt Till. Bring her on.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Come on, y'all.
I'm Priscilla Sterling out of Jackson, Mississippi. And I just want you all to know that it was white supremacy that freed Carolyn Bryant, that freed J.W. Milo, and that freed Roy Bryant. The warrant that was found in June stated that Carolyn Bryant was there, charged with kidnapping as well as accessory to murder.
That's right.
Why Carolyn Bryant did not get charged? You had United States senators involved in this case. You had James O. Eastland, who was a United States senator in Washington, D.C. You had John C. Stennis, who's a United States senator.
Wow.
All these men are in Mississippi. And we just left from downtown, and I just went over a manifesto of 45 racist organizations in Mississippi right now. I'm telling you all to go back to your states, your cities, pull up the hate map. There's a hate map in each one of these local government leaders that belong to these racist organizations.
Yeah, they do.
That's the reason why even white people are afraid to vote a certain way for, they don't know who their neighbor are, to point the finger and kill them. Because white supremacy has become so powerful, it's dictating the lives of us every day, especially our family. That's the reason why we stand out here. And then they try to point fingers at the Black Panther Party, who did no such things as white supremacy.
Right.
Who did no such thing as drag families from their homes, killing our black men and our black women. I mean, taking us from each other.
Right.
Black Panther Party didn't do that for them to be targeting us today.
Right.
The focus here today is about justice. It's about America. The laws are not pertaining to white people like they are to black. It's a double standard here when it comes to the laws in the United States. I'm asking Joe Biden, our president, the United Nations, local task force to become involved with these racist organizations that you all need to be paying attention to now, because after January 6th, you have no idea of the racists that are coming from your states. And they very well could be these police officers that participated in this sedation that happened at the Capitol.
And the reason why I bring that up, because half of the people that came to Washington January 6th went back to their states. I know they went back to Mississippi. Because I have a leaflet from the Southern Poverty Law Center.
That's right.
That state. And let me go over a few of them with you.
Take your time.
I have votes from KKK, Jackson, Mississippi. I have the United Stormfront and the Southern White Knight, KKK, Jackson, Mississippi. I have the Traditional White Knights, KKK, Jackson, Mississippi. I have Press 2 for English, Anti-Immigrant, Jackson, Mississippi. I have the Mississippi White Knights, KKK, Jackson, Mississippi. I have the Council of Conservative Citizens, Jackson, Mississippi. I have the Council of Conservative Citizens, White National, Byron, Mississippi. I have the Mississippi White Knights, KKK, Pearl, Mississippi. American Family First, Anti-Gay, Tupelo. American Nationalist Socialist, Neo-Nazi, Tupelo. Aryan Nation, 88. Tupelo, Mississippi. Blood and Honor America Division, Racist Skinhead, Tupelo, Mississippi. Mississippi White Knights and KKK, Tupelo. National Socialist Movement, Neo-Nazis, Boonville, Mississippi. The original White Knights of the KKK, Boonville, Mississippi. Council of Conservative Citizens, White National, Pineywood, Mississippi. Mississippi White Knights of KKK, Brookhaven, Mississippi. The Mississippi White Knights of KKK, Meridian, Mississippi. The Council of Conservative Citizens, White National, Holly Springs. The European American Unity Right Organizations, White Nationalists, Ripley. The Focus Women Front, Racist Skinhead, Ripley, Mississippi. You know, it goes on and on, and this is Mississippi alone. Now you tell me why you hearing about our ex-governor, Phil Bryant, Brent Favre, stealing $2 million from DHS.
Go ahead, sister, go ahead.
We are the poorest state in the state of Mississippi. We're the poorest state. How come our governor, pro football players, pro athletes are stealing money from the Department of Human Services? Because white supremacists are lousy. Because no one from the government is holding these people accountable. The government. I'm asking the government. I'm asking the United Nations. If we want to come together and unite as a people, we're going to have to come against white supremacy.
That's right.
I am so serious. We cannot live like this. We cannot continue to live like this.
That's right.
I just mentioned 45 racist organizations in the state of Mississippi. Imagine how many are in your town. That means that your local city members, board members, your mayors, your governors, the people over the banks. So when you find out they are part of this, you vote them out and you hold them accountable. Find out who they are and get them out of those positions.
That's right.
No one should be afraid to vote. But the reason why people now are afraid to vote, because if certain white supremacy, your friends who belong to these organizations know that you went over there and voted, your household could possibly be in threat. Why you think they went in after that governor, the white governor? They had planned a whole terroristic threat on kidnapping that woman.
Oh, in Michigan.
But in Michigan.
Yeah.
So who was going to be there to protect her if no one is holding these white supremacists? Look at what's happened to Emmitt Till. You have United States senators out of Mississippi being involved in a 14-year-old murder trial.
Listen.
Look how deep this case is and why Carolyn Bryant is able to live in the state of Kentucky. Because the government, we're asking, my family is asking for the Department of Justice. I had a meeting with the Department of Justice March 8, 2022. They were happy to me because you know what? When you had William Barr, who was the Attorney General then, the whole thing is still run by Trump political party.
Learn.
Christian Clark, who is the head of the Attorney General's office now, can't do nothing.
Oh, wow.
Because something was put in place when Donald Trump became president. So now it's going to take mountains to move us to do the right thing.
But we can do it.
We can do it together.
We have to do it.
We can do it together.
We got to do it.
Because believe me, I have a white brother-in-law and I have a white sister-in-law. And this ain't about attacking up me being a racist.
Right.
This is about the justice that I deserve and that everybody else deserves. That's what this is about.
That's what it's about. That's what it's about.
So I want you all to focus on your attention to go back to your hometown. Pull out there. Go to the Southern Poverty Law Center. And now they have declined because they have gotten afraid because after this January the 6th, people start paying attention to the hate map, so they start decreasing the number. Actually, the hate organizations help skyrocket.
Yes.
So now it's time for the government. It's time for task force to get out here on the ground and make something happen for our lives.
That's right.
Amen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. All right.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
How do we want it? Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
How do we want it?
Locked up.
Some of y'all get hesitation when I say, how do you want it?
Locked up.
I don't even know how you want it.
Locked up.
All I know is here. I bring to you the man that has
That's right.
one of the key organizers, hard-working elder,
That's right.
a veteran of the United States Armed Forces.
That's right.
But he now has switched and he's fighting for black folks.
That's right. 100.
He is an organizer without equal. He is an elder without rest and without withering.
Talk to him every day.
He is a model example and he is a spirit of inspiration for our entire movement. I'm talking about the courageous, the tactical,
Get in your way.
the persistent, the dedicated. I'm talking about from Indianapolis, Indiana, our Minister of Communications, the warrior elder, Omomoja Ajabu. Give it up strong for him. Strong for him. You've seen him all on the news, putting the heat on, and he's going to give you an update of what's happening right here at 1040 Shive Lane.
All right.
Black pie.
Black power.
Black pie.
Black power.
Black pie.
Black power.
They call me the elder.
Yes, sir.
Because I was living and this sister's cousin was lynched by the white woman that lives back there.
Listen.
How many of y'all were living?
1955. 1955.
Most of y'all weren't even born, and so they tried to tell us that it's been so long ago. Why are you trying to pursue something that happened 67 years ago? We pursue it because justice does not have an expiration date.
Right. That's right.
Yes.
If it had been addressed in 1955, then we wouldn't have had George Floyd in 2021.
That's right.
Black power!
Black power.
Black power!
Black power.
I don't know about y'all, and I'm a God-fearing man,
Yes, sir.
but I'm tired of this shit.
Yes, sir.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Americans got to start treating us what our humanity demands.
Man.
Yes.
And we got to refuse to continue to live beneath our humanity. We're humans.
Right.
We should be treated as humans. Right here, today, our brother, Najee, was arrested because he had an outstanding warrant. Did y'all hear what I said?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Immediately.
Doesn't surprise us. Does it, Kentucky?
Half hour ago, a man of African descent standing in this crowd, the police
arrested him.
Yes, sir.
For warrant. He didn't kill nobody.
No, sir.
He didn't lynch nobody.
No, sir. Teach on.
But he looked like you.
Yeah.
And that melon.
And see, for the life of me, I can't see why a woman of African descent
Come on.
will stand,
Emmitt Till.
will stand with people who are protecting a white woman that lynched somebody that could have been her son. How do you stand there, lady? How do you go to sleep?
Good question.
Yeah, I'm talking about you. Yeah, I'm talking about you. Sister lady, you're supposed to be standing out here with us.
She should have took off.
Yeah, she can come in a uniform. Why would you stand with people who are protecting someone that lynched your baby?
That's right. That's right.
Brainwash.
That's right. That's right.
Right, man.
That's right.
What are you thinking?
That's right.
See, now watch this. Watch this. W.E.B. Du Bois.
Listen, y'all.
Listen up.
Listen to me, boy, I'm teaching. W.E.B. Du Bois spoke about how we would wrestle psychologically to exist within a country that has a history of enslaving us. And he said we would wrestle because there would be what he called a two-ness. How do you be a person of African descent, live in a country that enslaved you, and tells you that in order for you to survive in that country, you got to continue to participate in your oppression? That's an example.
Miseducation of the Negro. Read the book.
That's an example. How does she go home and look at her babies after she done came out here and defended some people who's harboring
Listen.
a white woman that lynched
Oh, Lord.
a child, 14-year-old child,
Yes.
a minor,
Yes.
and she's standing with the people that's protecting her?
K2.
Doing a job.
How does she do it?
Uncle Tom Orange.
I want y'all to help me.
K2.
They like she
I want y'all to say, follow after me. Say, sister. Sister. Say, sister. Sister. Come home. Come home. Come home. Come home. Come home. Yeah.
You can't
See,
take
the truth
it.
will make you move.
You can't take
The
it.
truth will make you move. The truth will make you move. Come home. Come home.
Get up under the tree.
Oh, black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power.
Go ahead. And ran under the tree. He's under the tree, buddy.
That double consciousness.
Listen.
That double consciousness.
Listen.
That double consciousness. That two-ness.
Listen.
Just like she's suffering, a prime example.
Herschel Walker.
You suffering too.
Armstrong Wilson.
Me too. How do we exist in this country that has a history of enslaving us, and we make ourselves comfortable with our existence? And see, what they try to do is they try to use fear. If you come out there, there's an imminent threat that if you come out there, they gonna shoot you. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. If they shoot, we shoot back.
We ain't scared.
Yeah, we shoot back.
right. Black power. That's right. Got on
We don't need the police to protect us. We will protect ourselves.
That's right.
Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. Black power. I think I said this earlier.
That's right.
I'm sick of this shit. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Say it again.
You can say it again.
Did I say it?
Again.
Will y'all repeat after me?
Yes, sir.
I am sick of this shit.
No, you gotta bring it from the gut.
Hey, man. So we got to stand together. And see, they want to say that we the ones violent. We ain't lynching nobody. And if we ain't sending no threats in nobody, we just want the system to follow the law. If there's a warrant, serve the warrant. What do we want?
Justice.
When do we want it?
Now.
How you say it?
Black cop on the left with a white wife.
A black cop on the left with a white wife. Who is that? Junebug.
Gotta get on. Go get it. Walk with it.
Where Junebug? All right. Y'all help me. Junebug.
Junebug!
Say it again. Junebug.
Junebug!
Come home.
Come home!
Come home.
Come home!
Come home.
Come home!
But Chief Delaney, he's the police. And now, watch this. Watch this. I met with Chief Delaney. And Chief Delaney told me that if he was given the authority, he would arrest that butt.
All right now.
Yes.
Mississippi.
Now, I'm just telling you now. He got on that uniform, and now see, the truth is set you free.
Right.
And see, I'm a Vietnam veteran.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, wait a minute about that service. Hold on. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that.
All the veterans ain't happy.
Let's talk about that.
Go ahead.
I went. It was a choice. Ah, boy, y'all better listen to me. I'm trying to stand you up. See, we could have chose to fight to their death, not ours. If we'd have killed them, they'd have said, well, what don't y'all want to talk? No. We don't want to talk to you. Get your hands up off of us. If you put your hands on us, it's at the expense of your life.
That's right.
Yeah, that's a choice. But they sent me to Vietnam in 1969. In 1968, I was in Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri, going to Vietnam.
Been there.
In April, in St. Louis, and they took all the black soldiers and marched us to a remote part of the post,
All the black ones.
put an armed guard around us, told us that if we tried to leave the post, we would be shot. I'm 19 years old. I'm saying, damn, what is that about? The brother said, it's about King. I said, who's that? That's how aware I was of what's going on around me. Dr. King. April 68, they assassinated him. I went to Vietnam. While I'm in Vietnam, there was a woman that we called Saigon Mary, who set up a PA system out on the post, out on the perimeter of Saigon, and she said, "Black man,
Listen.
why are you over here fighting for a country that's killing you?"
That hurt right there. Damn, that hurt.
I'm talking about that service.
That hurt.
19. And when she said that, I said, "Excuse me again. Now, you know, I'm a God-fearing man." But I said, "What the fuck?" I didn't hear her say that, but that spread across the country to all the men of African descent. And we said, "Damn,
Our fathers and grandfathers.
we've been had, took, bamboozled, run them up." I think Malcolm X said that.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
But it applies. The same situation that I learned about in Vietnam, going over, they killed King, coming back, they killed Fred Hampton.
Lost 3 anniversary.
That's right, coming up December 4th.
1969.
That's right. Listen to that young
I hear
man.
you, young man.
Listen to that young man.
Young Simba.
But the point that I'm trying to make is the same situation with these police. They fighting for people that's fighting them.
That hurt.
Yeah, I make it real. Yeah, I make it real. The truth will do what?
Set you free.
Do you want to be free?
Yes, sir.
Listen to me. I'll set you free. So
Good words.
I'm about through.
Good words.
I just got 2 words that I want y'all to help me. Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Black power!
Give the elder a strong hand. Give him a hand. Give him a hand. We're going to heat it up in a minute. They got the SWAT truck out for us.
Where they at? Where they at?
Right here. They got a big SWAT truck because they expecting a war out here today.
Get your TIG ass.
Or they want to start a war. They got the SWAT truck. They got the old police chief back there. He's back there.
Uncle Tom.
They got all this top brass, all this top officers, and they got them lined up.
Overtime.
They got them lined up on the side streets over here and lined up around the block over there, and they got undercover patrol cars, gray cars, and other cars roving around today. They got them all out here today. But we say to you today, the police, for doing all this, you are some no good bastards. For bringing all these arms and weapons to defend this white supremacist Klan woman, and you cannot defend her from what God is after.
That's right.
You don't have enough hours on the clock to defend this woman when God comes after her.
That's right.
Because when God comes after her, there will be no stopping. You won't have enough cars, or you won't have enough budget power, you won't have enough SWAT trucks. You don't have enough. Because God has called for this woman to be brought to justice.
That's right. That's right.
And it's heating up right about now.
Yeah. We ain't tired.
It's heating up right about now. 1040 Shive Lane, unit number K2. I wouldn't want to be in that apartment.
Shut it down.
Not me. Not if I had that many enemies, would you? I wouldn't want to hang out here if I had that many enemies and I had that kind of blood on my hands. Is that right?
That's right.
Now we're asking the United States Department of Justice to reopen this case and stop playing with this woman.
We're asking the United States Department of Justice under Joe Biden to prosecute this woman for perjury.
That's right.
Because she lied. She lied to FBI investigators. And she had changed her story, and originally when the book was being written, she went out there and admitted that she had lied from the beginning, meaning that she had lied to investigators. But the U.S. Department of Justice did not want to do justice. And our demand is to the U.S. Department of Justice. One of our demands, there are many demands here, these are just the legal demands. Dwayne Richardson, the United States Attorney for the 4th Circuit in LaFleur County, Mississippi, who has jurisdiction over this case. Mr. Richardson, attorney, we will see you next week. That's right. Because we have prepared a federal lawsuit and an injunction. That's right. And we are going back to Mississippi. We are going back to Dwayne Richardson. That's right. And the family is going back. And we are going to the judges in Mississippi. And we are asking them to do what they should have done in 1955. That's right. And what they should have done this summer when that warrant was uncovered, which was to serve the warrants. And so I need to let you know that all legal options are being pursued. All legal options are being pursued at great expense and effort of our legal team. We will not be turned around. That's right. But there's man's law and there's God's law. Right. I'm a lawyer. Yes. I come here to represent to you man's law, federal law, state law, and the other laws. And sometimes these laws can be tricky. They have statutes of limitations. They have other machinations which allow our murderers to walk free. Man make a plan and God make a plan. Your lawyer can advise you on what they call white law, American law, federal law, state law. But once God get up in you, God's law is the highest law that supersedes any law I can quote. Now, many of our great leaders had to spend some time in jail. Martin Luther King was jailed over and over again. He was jailed for trespassing. He was jailed for marching without permission. He was jailed for crossing the line when they say he shouldn't cross the line. He was jailed and they was beaten for crossing the Edmund Pettus Bridge when they said don't cross the Edmund Pettus Bridge. Martin Luther King had his letters from the Birmingham jail. Is that right? Yes. Stokely Carmichael, Kwame Ture was arrested over and over and over again. Jesus was arrested. Daniel was arrested. And they threw him in the lion's den. The jails of the United States of America and the penitentiaries of the United States of America are filled with the Black Panthers. And they got one of my brothers right now, Najee Muhammad. And I'm angry about that. But the jails have the story of the Black Panther Party and the Black Liberation Army. My sisters and brothers, ain't no harm in no little trespassing charge. That's right. We get arrested for something damn near every day some kind of way. That's right. What the hell is a charge of crossing this line? A trespassing charge? A disorderly conduct charge? A stepping across the line charge? I don't believe they bold enough to start arresting people out here to protect this white supremacist Klan woman. I don't believe it. If the Spirit moves you to be civilly disobedient, in the spirit of civil disobedience, if the Spirit moves you as such in the course of this demonstration to be arrested, well, you got a legal team right here to get you right out.
That's right. That's right.
Black power, no justice, no peace. No peace. Even as a lawyer, I've been locked up a few times because my moral consciousness told me when to stand up and fight. So I'm here to let you know on today or any other day that the fight for freedom and the laws of freedom and the laws of justice, those are the highest laws of any laws. And so I don't know. They say she left, but I don't know. Now they're saying they don't know if she left, that she's still here.
Be secured in an empty building.
It won't stand.
You can hear us.
Her living here in peace will not stand because God won't let it stand.
So you can hear us.
Let me let you hear from the family for a minute. Y'all stick with us, so we're going to get on the move, and then however God moves you, God moves you.
That's right.
Come on, Miss Priscilla. You done come all the way from Mississippi. Hold on. Let me bring on a Mississippi freedom fighter. Miss Sherelle Potts,
That's right.
our National Minister of Community Programs. And I'm telling you that this is one of the most hard-working and dedicated persons and women anywhere in the country. And she brought the family up here. Come on, Sister Commander. Come on, talk to us.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Black power.
Okay, I just want to tell y'all that I love y'all. And I want y'all to know that they keep saying that as a revolutionary that they want to kill us. But one thing you cannot kill is the revolution.
Amen.
So we're going to keep on fighting for justice. No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
Say it again.
No justice. No peace.
Thank you. Black power.
Black power.
Back to the family. Miss Priscilla, come on.
And like I was saying, justice was never served. Our family is not happy. And we continue to hear leads in Mississippi on other people being involved. So this case is not going away.
That's right.
And I just want you all to know there are other missing black men that are being murdered by white supremacy. They are not talking about it, and the media is to blame.
Right.
There are a lot of things going on, especially in Mississippi. We have a young man now, Rasheem Carter, who was missing, was working for a temp service, and they gave him a job down in a little county town in Mississippi. Well, he called his mom and told his mom, look, my car broke down and I can't get to work. But a couple days later, the temp staff put him in a hotel room with another man, a white guy, and they were riding back and forth to work. They got into it, and he called his mom back and said, hey, look, he and I got into it. I can't ride with him anymore. Mind you, this job is paying $20 an hour. This child is 25 years old. And I call him a child because I'm my son. But, anywho, him and the guy rode down to the job. He wouldn't bring Rasheem back. So Rasheem started walking back to his hotel. And I'm bringing this up for a reason. Rasheem was walking back to his hotel. On the way walking back to his hotel, 3 white guys in a white truck started calling him niggas and messing with him. This just happened, October. Rasheem went inside the Family Dollar store and called his mom and said, hey, look, I'm walking and these white guys are picking with me. While he's in the Family Dollar store, they call inside the Family Dollar store and ask, is he in there? He says, what? He can't believe that The lady is saying, yeah, he's walking around in here. So he leave out. He sees a police officer go over to a police officer at a service station, talks to the police officer and tell the police officer everything that just happened. And asks him, would you please take me to my hotel room in Laurel, Mississippi, from Taylorsville. The police officer said, I can't. He done take Rasheen to his hotel. So Rasheen has to walk. His mom is on the phone. She said, well, go to the police department and tell them that you stay there till we send someone to get you, because she's 1,300 miles away. She's a nurse working in another state. He goes to the police department. His mom is on the phone. They tell him while his mom is on the phone, you can't stay here. Rasheen's body was found November 2nd, 25 years old. They caught him running across a white guy's yard with no shirt on his deer cam. The guy seen this, didn't report it. Rasheen's body was torn to pieces. They said an animal got a hold to him. Now the mama and the family is questioning why come the owner of the property didn't let them see the camera, and see him running across his yard away from somebody. And now we find out the chief of police, the investigator of this case, and the homeowner are related. They have not given the mom any information, so I want you all to go to Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and look up Rasheen Carter, because there's getting ready to be a rally in Mississippi, because this is murder. And what I'm telling you is this is happening not only in Mississippi, but around the United States. White supremacy is rising up. They're talking about now going back to court about interracial marriages. That is insane. That is insane. So if you all are not ready to fight for justice and fight for change, they're going to stop us from getting together. Who cares who gets with whom? Who cares? But the white supremacists are getting ready to stop it. If we do not try to change these laws, if we do not ask the government to get involved and hold these people accountable. Justice for Emmitt Till and justice for Rasheen Carter. That's right. Not only them, but there are several more. And I have a list. So it's now time for you all to open your eyes. It's now time for you to go to these YouTubes, for you to go to these Instagrams and look at these murders of our men. There's something happening. It's time for you all to wake up. It's time to wake up.
We got a message for the NAACP. We got a message for the civil rights groups that are supposed to be doing what we doing.
Damn right, damn right.
We got a message for the groups that are supposed to have beaten us through this, and they're supposed to be on top of this case before we even dream of driving up in here.
Right down the street. Right down the street.
Now the chief is coming behind us with his line of men. He's lining up behind us. I don't know what he's doing. Nah, I take it seriously. When I see him lining up like that, I mean, these state, I'm gonna need y'all to get this. This state has our army out here protecting this woman. I mean, you all are dedicated to protecting this devil.
Great devil.
Dedicated. Armed to protect the murder of our people.
Black and blue.
That's the KKK and the DNB pod. She was the NA pod. She was arrested.
Carolyn Bryant.
I get out on my own recognizance.
Carolyn Bryant, we done come for you today, woman. We come for you. We know you're in there listening.
If she wouldn't, it wouldn't all be on.
Carolyn Bryant, your security will only last for a few hours. Then it's going to be over. Like poof.
have been my grandson.
These are paid mercenaries. Once that clock ends and that check-ins or whatever they giving you overtime for, you're gonna be wide open out here, Carolyn Bryant. We know you over there at the Kroger's.
No, I love my grandsons.
We know you over there at the
They ain't by racist,
big
they
lot.
full black. And I love them.
There's gonna be wanted posters all over this town with your face on it, Carolyn Bryant. You won't walk an inch around here without Black Power?
Black Power!
Shut down up here in Bowling Green.
Look what she brought to your
We know these officers got the blood of black people on their hands.
Yeah, you do.
What you said?
We know they got civil rights violations on their hands. We know they got excessive force on their hands. False arrests on their hands.
No, Dean. You can't just come in the house.
Look at these men in these blue shirts.
Eviction. Can't just let them just walk out, unlock the door, and come in your
Oh,
house.
mountain looking Ku Klux Klan
He
looking
thought it
crowd.
was good. Said it was okay. No.
You have a
You gotta have an
disease.
eviction. You got to go through the proper process. I don't care if you own the house.
This is a white supremacist stronghold up here in Bowling Green.
Yes, sir.
This is a bastion of white supremacy. Why do you think the Bryant family live up in here? Because they know they home amongst family friends.
That's right.
His daddy's a lawyer.
Come on, Chief. Come on, brother.
No.
Take your badge.
Come on, black man.
You gotta follow proper procedure like
You
everybody
ain't no
else.
real police. You're shameful.
How's it feel being a police chief?
You wouldn't want your son going
Yeah,
through that.
you got a son.
This could have been your
grandfather.
You're protecting the murderer.
That's a good question.
You're protecting the murderer.
And you
You're protecting the murderer. Let me hear it. You're protecting a murderer. You're protecting a murderer. You're protecting a murderer. You're protecting a murderer. You're protecting a murderer.
That's how he
You're
looks.
protecting a murderer. You're protecting a murderer.
You're protecting a murderer.
This is the worst day in the history of the Bowling Green Police Department and the FBI who's backing you today.
Give police a bad name.
14 years old.
You give police a bad name.
This is a tragedy.
Should find a way to bring her out that
This is a shame.
This is not your job. That's not what you signed up for. You're supposed to preserve and protect
His
the
son don't
peace.
look like Emmitt Till. He's mixed.
Peace.
Carolyn Bryant, there will be no peace for you.
None.
My
Carolyn
son
Bryant,
said-
there will be no
my grandson
peace
said-
for you.
None.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
How do we want her?
Locked up.
Who do we want?
Carolyn Bryant.
How do we want her?
Locked up.
What unit is she in?
K2.
What unit is she in?
K2.
And what's the address?
Never been seen. This is from my
What unit is she in?
K2.
What unit is she in?
K2.
And what's the address?
For my grandson.
Showdown for justice out here.
That's not what you signed up for.
You have come out here to oppose the people of God,
Working for the devil.
the victims of 400 years of oppression.
This ain't your job.
Yes. Unlock the door and come in your house without a eviction.
You give police a
How you gonna keep this up, Chief?
You give police a bad name.
How you gonna secure this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week? How you gonna do it?
You give police a bad name.
How?
Be a good officer.
Not only how you gonna do it, why would you do it?
Why would you do it?
Why would you do it?
What's wrong with you?
No.
Who owns this apartment complex?
This is not your job.
Who owns this apartment complex?
That was wrong.
Where do they own it? Who are the owners?
Put your badge down. Put it down.
Who in this apartment complex supposed to live with a person that's involved with the murder of Emmitt Till? Does anybody in this apartment complex have a moral conscience?
You know we right. You know it.
You want her as your neighbor?
This is not your job.
You want her as your neighbor?
What about your son?
That's what you
What about your son?
You don't make
Your
the law.
son. Your son.
Serve the warrant.
Your son.
Satan is in hiding in unit number K2.
If it was
Satan
your
is in
son, you
hiding in
wouldn't be
unit number
there.
K2.
No bar
was your son.
Mama's a good person. What happened?
Your son. You watch your son be born. You thank God for your son.
It's an overwhelmingly white police force, Chief. Your force is overwhelmingly white, sir.
We're not playing games. It's not a game.
They had to pull out from other counties just to get to
It's gonna look good out here for you, Chief.
This is true, and you know it.
It's gonna be a bad headline in the news tomorrow.
And you can't argue with the
Bowling Green police defend Carolyn Bryant armed to the teeth with shot, vehicles, and weapons.
Like, you gonna go home and tell your son that?
That's the headline coming. Bowling Green police. The Bowling Green police
I held up the Klan.
defend Carolyn Bryant
I'm gonna watch
with
my
everything.
You say you don't like the Klan? You do or you don't? Now, if you like the Klan, then you doing your job. For the Klan, not for a police officer. Police officers are respected. Police officers are applauded. Real police officers. Because they put their lives on the line for God's justice. That's what police do.
That's right.
Y'all don't give a fuck. We're not angry at police. This is not a police force. This is not what you signed up for. They got you in this position.
The Klan is in K2. The Ku Klux Klan is in Unit K2. The Ku Klux Klan is in Unit K2. The Ku Klux Klan is in Unit K2. The Unit K2, the ground unit with the windows facing outside.
All your life, you wanted to be a police officer to help people. All your life, you wanted to become a police officer. You wanted to help people. You wanted to serve your community. You wanted to be there to help the little old lady cross the street, to help the children, not to stand and defend a murderer. You don't know what to do.
Y'all don't give a fuck.
You don't know what to do right now because they got your butt.
Yeah, look at your time, motherfucker.
They defend the landlord. They don't knock in the door, come in the house like these did. They defend anything.
We are telling the truth.
Unlocking the door and walking up in the house scaring my grandson. I didn't like that at all.
Look at what she's
Without
doing
an eviction
to your
during
city.
COVID, too.
Bowling Green.
I didn't like that at all.
On Saturdays, that's the day you want to come to work because it's not that rough. It's a Saturday. Look what Carolyn Bryant have y'all do. It's Carolyn Bryant. It's not us.
a murderer.
We're doing what you should be doing. Serve the warrant. She has a warrant. You showed us this morning what you do with warrants. You served the warrant. You came behind a young man. You told him to put his hands behind his back. He was black. Carolyn Bryant
White
is Caucasian. Sitting up with her feet on the table somewhere. And you can't understand how to move and do your job. You don't have the guts. You don't have the nerve to stand up for what is right. But you remember this day. Don't ever forget this day. We were on the side of right. You on the side of confusion. Because some of y'all out there know y'all don't want this mess with Carolyn Bryant.
That's right.
Some of y'all out there rather for Carolyn Bryant to get arrested and be done with it. Look at the shame she's brought to Bowling Green. Look what Bowling Green is being known for now because of Carolyn Bryant. Got the police at a standstill. Now, the police really want her locked up. We know what the deal is, but you got to have courage. You got to do your job. You got to be unpopular to do what's right.
That's right.
Don't call Jesus' name
right.
and you a coward.
It ain't popular.
Because that's what you are right now. All of you in the blue, you're cowards. You're not doing your job. This is not what you signed up for. Just the opposite. But you're under the code of KKK, baby. And you got to get rid of it. Is that how you going to raise your son? To be baby, you going to raise him? Some of you maybe. You better understand you're sick. Racism is a disease in the brain and in the heart. It's a disease. It's a sickness. You are not better. You fear a black plan. You fear black men and black women because you know God made us first. And you can't handle that. You can't handle, and it's no big thing. We're the firstborn. That's no big thing. It's really no big thing. You can't handle it though. You have built up a system called racism and white supremacy. You ain't supreme. You supreme in ignorance. That's where your supremacy is if you hold up racism and white supremacy. And I'm going to throw the mic to my great mentor and admirer right here. But I want you to see that you got some Caucasians in this crowd. Yes. Some young Caucasians. This is the real future. That's right. That's right. They understand. They have courage. They could have stayed in. But there's something about doing right. There's something about telling the truth that they want to be a part of and make sure they raise their children, as Dr. King said, not by the color of your skin, but by the content of your character.
We're going to bring it down a little bit. I want to talk to the sister over here who's been under the tree. You know, the tree is symbolic of something that we are here for today. We've seen so many people who look like you four brothers and sisters out here who are hanging from trees. How can you look at this crowd of black men and women out here working for justice? We understand that all of you are married to white people, and that's okay. We have nothing against it. We are civil and human rights workers. We're in court right now. We're in the Congress right now trying to pass laws to make it legal for you to remain with your husband or with your wife. That's what we are doing here. We work for what is human. We work for what is right. While you stand there and you look at us and laugh at us as though we are here in wrong. God knows we are here for right. We came as peace. I'm a peace activist. I'm a peace ambassador for this country, for the United Nations. We work for peace. And yet you stand there and you look at us as though we're clowns, as though we've got the problem over here. We're just asking you for your humanity. We're trying to make you be what you ought to be. My brothers and sisters, and I'm calling all of you brothers and sisters. All of us have brothers or sisters or somebody married to a person of another race. So we're not against you. We are for peace. But don't stand there and laugh at us. We work for you every day. We have members in our family. I have a person who is my relative as a Texas state trooper. My brother was a sheriff in another parish. I can speak to all of you because we all have family members who are for justice, though. They don't stand today and block us from justice. They stand up for what is right. And that's all we're asking you to gather here and do. You don't have to, you know you're not afraid of us. So why are you standing there with your hands on your gun? Some of you standing there hiding your hand under your gun. We don't need you to shoot us. We're not trying to hurt you. We're not trying to kill you. We're just seeking justice for our people. We've been doing that all of our lives. So please act like you have some humanity. Back away from us. We just want justice. We know that Carolyn Bryant has come to your city. We're trying to save your city from the embarrassment today that's going on over this world, all over the world. They are looking at you, brother. They are looking at you, brother. They're looking at you, sister. They're looking at your police chief, and they are wondering what in the world is going on. Have they no shame? We are looking at that brother down there on the end who's been just laughing and grinning this whole time. He's standing out there like he's going to come and get us. But let me say to you, we may leave today, but we'll be back. Wherever Carolyn Bryant is, you may protect her today, but you can't go into another state. You're not going all over this world. You won't be able to follow her wherever she is. We'll find her because, as my brother, my law school classmate, has been talking about here, she's going to pay the price one way or back. We're not going to do anything that's evil. We came here for peace. different illnesses that they have gotten because of the kind of treatment that we're getting here today, and that our people have not had justice anywhere we've been. It's not just in Mississippi, and the world today knows it's in Bowling Green too, because Bowling Green is protecting a criminal, and we're here to say the criminals must pay. And we cannot believe it, as I'm sure people all over this world cannot believe. Yes, they have sent some of our people off to war to fight for this country, and they've come back here, and this is what we face, even from some of our own people in this country who are standing there and who are not protecting us. They're protecting the criminal. Amen. God bless them. God help them.
If you had your son, I don't care who you are out here, Mr. Officer, Miss Officer, we would be out here for you.
And that's what I said.
We would be here for you.
For you. For
If
you.
somebody
But you stand
had
against
did
us.
anything,
If it was your son, we'd be on
not too much to do worse. We would be here for you. We wouldn't look and say, oh, what color? We're not ignorant like that. We don't have that disease. We are representing human beings. Now, if you say you're human, then you got to go back to your chief. He's got to go back to the clan, as wherever he is. You got to make something happen. Don't call yourself a human and then act like a coward standing around with a peaceful crowd that has a right to be upset. You saw his picture. You know the story. 67 years and an arrest warrant. When it came to your city, what's going on?
Come in peace.
When they came to your city, Bowling Green, you should have showed the world the example of what Bowling Green police officers at least attempt to do. You don't need all them out here to protect her. I can see a few officers. I can understand that. Y'all acting like y'all ready for a race riot. Ain't nobody rioting. And then had the nerve to send that little fake threat about somebody going to snipe. You was looking for problems. Some of them looking for problems. You already got a problem, and you won't do anything about it. And call yourself a police officer, officer of the law. No, you're not police officers today. I don't know what you did yesterday.
That's exactly what they are.
That is not the representation of a police officer. Police officers got hard. They was like 911. Like the fire department ran up in them buildings. They wasn't like y'all scared to get burned, scared to die, scared to do what was right. They knew they took an oath to preserve and protect property, people, just like you did. Where's that oath now? Stuck some square up where? We're not the enemy and you know it. Somebody has brainwashed you. Huh? How did you get prepared last night? I'ma shoot me one of them coons. Huh? I'm gonna get a coon. I'm gonna get my stripe at the crane. I'm gonna get a coon.
Got a lot of
unsolved
murders, and all the police are out
Look
here.
in the mirror. Where the real coons stand up.
Everybody be standing around.
Like coons now. Scared to do your job. I don't know what to do. I'm just a private. I'm just a sergeant. I'm low rank. I do what they tell me to do. Hey, you can write a letter, sign it or don't sign it.
Come on now.
Look at what she's doing to your city. Look at what Carolyn Bryant Dunham is doing to your city.
Yeah, a lot of black men been murdered in the last 2 years.
I didn't even know y'all was living up here like this. You got nice restaurants. Streets are clean.
Some of these black
people
men
are friendly.
Very biggest city in the state.
But now,
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Tatum.
you got an issue that you don't know how to deal with. At least your leadership does.
7, 8.
Where's the leadership?
3 years still unsolved.
Got y'all doing
They
nothing
standing
out here
around
today.
here, but we got all these
Standing up
black men getting murdered.
instead
Nobody knows.
of getting
Can't
Carolyn
stop.
Bryant Dunham. She's in that apartment and we know it. Yes. We know she's in there. She's sick. She's weak. She can't keep running. Nah,
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
All power to the people.
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 Justice for Emmitt Till.
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 Death to white supremacy.
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 Carolyn Bryant. Let me hear y'all. Carolyn Bryant.
Carolyn Bryant.
Come out the house.
Come out the house.
Carolyn Bryant.
Carolyn Bryant.
Come out the house.
Come out the house.
Tom Bryant.
Tom Bryant.
Come out the house.
Come out the house.
Tom Bryant.
Tom Bryant.
Come out the house.
Come out the house.
Carolyn Bryant.
Carolyn Bryant.
Come out the house.
Come out the house.
Carolyn Bryant.
Carolyn Bryant.
Come out the house.
Come out the house.
Ain't no hiding place, brothers and sisters. Ain't no hiding place, because the truth is out forever.
Not working. She's not working. She'll take and laugh at y'all. She brought shame to your city.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
And black power.
Black power.
All power to the people.
All power to the people.
And black power.
Black power.
Shame on you officers.
Really?
Shame on you officers.
Got a PhD?
But now you gotta cover this occasion too.
Don't know what to do. Don't know how to do your job.
24/7.
This is the real test of your
You gotta
job.
cover it at 8 o'clock at night, 9 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning.
This is your real test
You
today.
gotta cover it at 9 in the morning, 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 6 in the morning.
Because you won't do your job.
It's impossible to cover.
Because you won't do your job. Your chief. Your old captain. Oh, fake captain. Abusing his or her power. Giving y'all the dirty work.
Go serve the war.
Now, some of y'all want to help us, but you stuck. But then there's some out there that the Ku Klux Klans. You know who you are. You're sick. Sick. What are you building? What are you building, Ku Klux? Problems. That's what you build. You can't get past God. You talk to him too, because you sick. You're a Ku Klux Klan and holding the Bible. You're sick.
They're out there. Guys, they're out there, Bowling Green.
Let me have everybody's attention.
Attention, everybody.
Let me have everybody's attention.
Yes, sir.
So it's good to see guns. This time we came here and we told them that we were coming. So they were able to prepare. We're coming again.
We ain't gonna tell you.
But we ain't telling them we coming.
Black power. Black power.
Regardless if she's old, blind, and dying.
I'm organized.
Listen up, y'all.
If you're interested in getting organized, I have a few of these left.
I'll take one.
I let them take pictures of them so that they
Right.
take pictures. Take pictures. Take pictures.
One behind you, this lady right there.
Take pictures. Take pictures. Make sure that you get in touch with us. You get in touch with us, we'll get in touch with you, and when the next time we get ready to move, it will be under the radar. Are y'all hearing me?
I'm hearing you.
Black power?
Black power.
Black power?
Black power.
Black power. Black power. Let's get organized.
All right.
Sir.
Let's get it.
We're going to shut it down.
Come like a thief in the night.
Next week, we're going to file a lawsuit.
Listen.
Because if that woman warrant is not arrested, then any warrant that they have served should be pulled back.
Thanks, y'all.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
We're talking about equal protection under the law,
That's right.
which the 14th Amendment of the Constitution says that if you are not represented by the law equally, then your rights have been violated.
Violated.
Our rights have been violated.
So they have.
So we're filing a suit.
Yes, sir.
But we will be back.
Yes, sir.
And what we need for you to do is bring 10 of your friends.
Not let worry.
And we're going to be moving south.
Threat.
Black
Keep
power?
us from
Black
coming.
power. Black power.
Black power.
Y'all follow me out of
That's
here.
what they
Yes,
promote.
sir.
Our whole life. It's the threat that's to shut us up. You said
Got wheels on it. You can roll. You got it? Yep.
Hey, make sure y'all give me y'all's contact information, please. Hold on to this. If you have not seen me, please give me your contact information.
Your name's Yvonne?
Yeah. What's up? What's up? How are you? I don't know. I think you act like you know me.
She ain't been out here long. She ain't been out here as long. Found you one now. Found you one. Listen to her. Listen. I love it. I love it. Same one is taking the other one. Hey Kelly, I'm glad you came out. I'm glad you done been here and then came downtown and back. I don't know how you justify it.
Hello everybody, I don't think I actually talked on this live stream at all, so even if you've been watching for the last 2.5 hours, I don't think you would have seen me. So what happened out here today, the story really begins in 1955. Carolyn Bryant, to those who don't know, is the woman who accused, I believe, 13-year-old Emmitt Till of whistling at her, and in 1955, which led, I believe it was her husband and brother, but two affiliates of hers, to murder him, but be found not guilty in a trial at the time. Carolyn Bryant apparently had a warrant for accessory to murder and conspiracy to kidnap, and that was disclosed this year. Carolyn Bryant is still alive, and so while the crime happened in 1955, theoretically there was an active warrant this year, and so they actually went to a grand jury who declined to charge, but in any event, of course what the protesters are saying is that she should be arrested, as justice hadn't been done, as she had never been actually formally charged. So this armed protest out here, which was called Death to White Supremacy, was organized basically to say that there should be, that she should be arrested still. And as you can see, it provoked quite the response from police. Nobody ended up being hurt, although one individual was actually arrested, ironically, on a warrant on their arrival. So I did manage to film that, but it's not in the live stream. I got it, I began the live stream a little bit after, but I will include that in my recording later. The irony that a lot of the protesters sort of pointed out or drew attention to was the fact that they had actually, used a warrant as a logic to arrest somebody here. And of course, essentially the thesis of this protest is that they would like a warrant to be executed against her because there is technically a live warrant. So, with all that being said, at the end there was sort of a suggestion that people could cross the no trespassing line. So just to place this in context, we're actually physically at a Big Lots parking lot, but that's the private property line. And behind that is a series of apartments in which Carol Bryant apparently now lives. And so there was a suggestion that perhaps some people would want to do some kind of civil disobedience by stepping over the line. Nobody ended up actually doing that, but there were a lot of police, many of them carrying rifles, and actually kind of to the side, you can maybe still see it behind me. It's a little bit hard probably to see at this distance, but way back there, there actually is like what appears to be an MRAP, like basically like a police armored vehicle that did look like it had probably 6 or so officers kind of hanging off the edge of it, which presumably would have come in and done a fast response if armed activists had sort of pressed in, which of course did not happen. So the only arrest that happened today was one of the leaders was arrested on a warrant, essentially when he arrived. So something else that was kind of interesting was that although there was such a big police force, the activists were kind of bringing up, it's not like you can stand out here like this forever, right? This is two police departments sort of had their presence here, but it's not like they're going to protect this apartment complex this way, all the time. So he was saying, you're going to protect them at 2 a.m. or you're going to protect at 6 a.m. tomorrow, or and so on and so on. They also said that they intend to file a lawsuit trying to say that the 14th Amendment was violated, equal protection on the basis that, warrants are executed against some people while an outstanding warrant exists against Carol Bryant. The other kind of added thing that made today interesting, or perhaps a little bit more tense, was that in the early morning, law enforcement posted a video saying that there had been some sort of a threat to shoot protesters out here in Bowling Green, Kentucky, that they received. And at this point, I haven't heard of anything suggesting that any suspect was arrested in that, but apparently there was some kind of a threat made, or at least that's what the police say. So other than a couple of drivers who drove by and kind of yelled some stuff at them, and a couple people from the neighborhood itself across who appeared to be adversarial, really the police were their rivals in this situation. There was not a counter-protesting force. There certainly wasn't any armed counter-protesters, not counting law enforcement, if you will. But I guess it remains unclear, and I'll definitely be interested to follow up on whether or not someone is arrested for making the apparent threat that happened today. So with all of that, like, share, subscribe. I'll still probably be on scene for a little bit in case something else happens, but I'm going to cut the live stream here. I will have lots of HD footage and as well as photos later today. Thank you so much for watching.